Jesus or Yeshua or Yahshua, Messiah said, to understand the meanings of what we do today. Although we do live in the 21st century, it still does not take from the fact in how he spoke and how he said it. But they have, listen to me, they have conditioned us to believe in the modern English language, and that's all we got. Okay? But even the Indian, you want me to give you? Do you want me to give you a parable, of one of the tribes of the Indian over here in America? Would you like for me to do it? I'll do it for you. And I'm talking to you as a family. I'm not trying to preach here. Okay? Here's what they said. Okay? Before the white man came. You ready? When every tree has been cut down. Okay? When every river has been poisoned. And when every field has been depleted where it won't grow anything. And when every mountain has been laid flat. Then the evil English white man will realize he cannot eat his stinking money from the Crow Nation. Now you tell me, I mean, are the Crow Nation wrong? No, I don't think they are. Okay? And the thing about it is, guess what? Even the Indians that were here way for the win, they understood Hebrew. It's written on the walls of the mountains of this frickin' nation. Excuse me, this flipping nation, before I get sideways. Yeah, when everything is destroyed and done away with, then the stupid, idiot, rich white man will find out he cannot eat his... Oh, sure, it makes perfect sense. So what I'm saying is, Outlaw and Bob and Cindy and whoever else, listen to what I'm saying. I'm going to beg you in humility to take a look. And the reason I say this, and you can do it for... and hit the CTRL button and, bring it bigger and everything and read it and take your time and compare it to King James, compare it to the every other translation, compare it, and you will find out that, guess what? You've been lied to a lot of, listen, you've been lied to a major extent. You've been told a lot of things that you should obey. And if somebody would listen to me for a minute, whomever you may be, it never made sense to me that God had these commandments for you and I, and then all of a sudden we have an America that you and I in, yet we're supposed to know Jesus, Yeshua, to get saved and to get to heaven, but yet we're supposed to obey Barack Hussein Obama, Mitt Romney, George W. Bush Jr., we're supposed to obey them, but yet we can make it to the kingdom? It never fit. Do you know why? Because, see, I was brought up poor, okay? I mean, listen, I was so poor we couldn't even pay attention when it got dark, okay? And what I mean by that is we had candles when I was a kid, okay? We didn't have electricity. I was so poor that if I didn't catch catfish, we didn't eat. And by the way, that was not something, but I had to catch bass, whatever. But it made me to be the person that always questioned everything. I never saw the McDonald arches till I think I was 11 or 12. I don't remember. 11 or 12. When I saw them, I'm like, what double hockey sticks is this? What is this? And we was going to Cordell, Georgia on a back road, I mean, and why are we traveling? What is this? What is this highway? You know, and Mom's telling me, oh, son, this highway's been here, but we didn't have any insurance. We don't have any insurance, but I've got to go to Cordell, and I've got to get Dot, which was my sister, died from diabetes. I've got to go get her some insulin. You know, I'm thinking as a kid, we're going here. You know, because all I ever saw was a farm. All I ever saw was getting a Coca-Cola and getting a haircut every 2 weeks of my life as a kid. And then I see them go, and I'm thinking, wow, this is mesmerizing. This should be what every person should have a desire for, to see these golden arches. And then I come to find out older, hallelujah, we didn't get to eat there but like once a year. I get older and I realize that, guess what? Tyson and Cargill and all this garbage is mincing up guts from the chicken. That ain't chicken breast, but chicken guts. And I'm thinking, you piece of garbage corporate thugs, you know? I'm thinking, why don't to follow and help you? You know, you say that you're for America, you say you're for truth, but yet you're people left and right. I'm off track here. I got to get back. So, but anyway, I go back and I ask you the question. If I have ever led you astray in the Word, because I don't believe I have, nor would I ever want to lead you astray or put you in a position that you are not closer to the Messiah. Again, I say to you that I have and Cindy has nothing to gain from trying to get you to look at this website that's called the Scriptures, other than I want to. My desire is that you get closer to. I don't have $100 million company. I don't have a $50 million show. I don't have, as a matter of fact, I don't have any interest in any of that. But what I do have is this: that you not be deceived by mankind that has chosen to sit down and in the Scriptures to fit their needs so that you would follow them. That's what's happened to every us, ladies and gentlemen. They have twisted it to get it to fit what they want to happen. Now, am I beating up you? Oh, you bet your rear end I am. Am I beating up on the Mormons? Oh, you bet your rear end. I got a 10.5 boot here waiting on them. Am I whipping on modern day Christians? You better bet your rear end I am. Am I exalting or stomping the Catholics? No, I'm stomping the Catholics. The Word's stomping them. I got a boot for them too. I've got a boot that I'm wearing right now for person and every denomination that has kept you and I from being where we ought to be in the Messiah today. And it's high time, that you and I throwed off and slung off everything that is holding us back from bringing Him by. You know, and I'm trying to be kind here, because I'm only talking, not preaching. I tell you the times I pray that Alex Jones would get saved. If he would, he's got the mic, he's got the people, great, good, but he's got the mic, but he wouldn't have the people if he did get saved. But I pray he does, because he'll have a window to, boom, you know. I pray for people, pray, save them, Yeshua, open their eyes, give them the opportunity, whether it be 2, 3 days or a week, let them preach the Word. We have been lied to so much. And I'm not saying that Alex don't bring to light a lot of stuff. He does. But the business remains that you and I have we have a job to do. That job is to keep doing what we are doing. Keep allowing Yahweh, Jehovah, Elohim, to show and give us is the truth. And when we know it, we have to bring it forth, correct? lest we be counted what? False pastors, false shepherds, false witnesses. Ladies and gentlemen, every one of you knows something's wrong, right? You know it's wrong. I mean, the whole Christian community today, John Hagee, Joel Osteen, T.D. Jakes, Perry Stone, okay, Paul Crouch, Jan Crouch, Kim Clement, I can name them all because I have searched them all. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that what promoting is, listen to me, what they are promoting is traditions of men to keep the people following them. If they were to come out and say it, ladies and gentlemen, I have found the truth, and I want to tell you the truth, that the truth may make you free, they would lose every bit of their credibility because they have spent the last 20, 25 years establishing themselves not on the rock but on the sand. So it is with your politicians, and they're supposed to be preachers too and shepherds. They have established that you follow them no matter what happens. It don't matter. Executive order, whatever the president says, or whatever the Senate says, whatever the Congress says, or, and I'm going to be kind here, whatever the Oath Keepers say, you follow them. But if you look at the creed of the Oath Keepers, they have made a creed to defend and uphold the Constitution. Some enemies, foreign and domestic. Well, see, that puts me to be an enemy of the Constitution, and therefore, if you are a person that is an oath keeper, that means that you have made yourself to be my enemy because I don't uphold the Constitution, I uphold the word of the Creator. See? So I don't want us to be at odds, but therefore it draws the line in the sand. It makes it clear, that you and I have a choice. You know, I had a choice a long time ago. Okay? Had a choice a long time ago when I was making videos. You know, do I stay here or do I go to Blog Talk? You know, so I went to Blog Talk. I had a choice a long time ago. Do I hook up with Doc and you know, and wires or do by myself? Well, I hooked up with them. Well, guess what? You know, wires is fine, but I hooked up with Doc, I made a bad choice, and I got burned. You know, and it cost a lot of things in my life to hook up with that guy. But at the same time, I hold no grudge against him. I forgive him. I pray for him. But at the same time, how many people would be here today listening if I had never hooked up with him because I never needed him to start with? All I was trying to do was put an olive branch out and be kind, you see? So who we hook up with and who we establish ourselves with, whatever version of Bible it is or whatever patriotism or whatever it may be, you got to thought that you got to look and listen to me. I want you to hear me. I want you to hear me. You have to search the person. You have to search the person. You have to search the movement. You have to search the book from front to back to figure out who is for you and who is for the Messiah and who is against you and who is against the Messiah. I promise you, I'll not lie to you. If you go to the website and look at the scriptures, you'll find that, I don't know how many people read it. I don't know. I mean, I get, 3 or 4 times a day, the Word. But if you are a reader and a hearer of the Word, if you go there, you will not be disappointed in terms of the translation and how accurate it is based on the Hebrew word that the Messiah spoke. Okay? Anyway, I don't know how I spent an hour talking about that, but Cindy, that's it. Outlaw, that's it, brother. Bob, that's it, brother. Wires, I know you're in the background somewhere. That's it, brother. I beg you to look at it, man. I beg y'all to look at that book. You'll find out that there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. But they can't hide it anymore. They can't hide it anymore. One more thing I want to tell you, and like I said, I wasn't trying to preach tonight, is if you think about it, you got to ask yourself a question. David, Samuel, Joshua. Let's see.